It is easy to look at celebrities, athletes, or someone famous and say, I want to be like them. More often than not, we look to those who are well known and consider them to be our role model. However, in our day to day life, we often come across people who inspire us to be better person. They can be anyone, your colleague, a friend, a teacher, or someone who does not fall under the category of someone famous. Hello everyone, my name is Arya, and on International Women's Day, I would like to introduce you to a colleague of mine, Namrata, whose work at Sightsavers plays a crucial role in promoting the rights of persons with disabilities in India. Hi Namrata, how are you?
Hi Arya, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm
Happy
good.
Women's Day.
Thank you so much. So, Namrata, why don't we start with you telling us about the work that you do at Sightsavers?
I've been working at Sightsavers since last 2 years
Hmm.
as a program manager, and I'm looking after a project called Building Partnerships for Sustainable Development Goals, empowering organizations of persons with disabilities.
Okay.
It's being supported by the European Union, and we are working with 15 organizations of persons with disabilities in 5 Indian states.
Okay.
The project has trained more than 400 members of these organizations so that they are able to work with the government to ensure that people with disabilities are able to avail their rights and entitlements.
Okay. Namrata, according to you, how important is it for people to understand disability in order for the larger development of the society?
I feel it is very important because if we see the figures of World Bank, which says that 15% of world's population experience some form of disability. Now 15% is a very large number, and a large population from this 15% are not included in the society. So firstly, the most important thing is that a person with disability should be accepted in the family, and when they go out, the external environment like the accessible physical infrastructure, access to services, facilities and schemes, if these things are available to any person with disabilities, they can really be independent and contribute to the society eventually.
Right.
So, if I talk about myself, having visual impairment since birth, I faced many challenges. But if I wouldn't have had a great support system like my family, my friends, teachers, colleagues, and the educational institute and the places I worked in, then I think I wouldn't have been sitting here today in the current capacity and having this conversation with you.
All right. Since you mentioned about the challenges that you have faced, I'd like to go to the next question. You have worked in the development sector for more than a decade now. So tell us about the difficulties that you faced while choosing your career or looking for jobs.
Honestly speaking, it wasn't very easy to follow my career plan.
Hmm.
So, after I completed my master's in social work, this is the third organization that I'm working for. And fortunately, I have worked with very accommodating organizations, accepting and supportive colleagues. But when I started thinking of looking for a job change and started looking for job opportunities, then the actual challenge began.
Okay.
So, first of all, what happened is like you have those online job applications. So, many of them were not accessible with my screen reading software, which I used to work on the computers. And I am really grateful to my friends and the reliable people I have around me who really assisted me to do that. But how many of us have such reliable people around us? And this was one thing which initially posed difficulties for me, but one thing which I really struggled with is that, like, I was not sure that if I let people know about my disability, whether I'll be accepted, whether my application will move ahead in the process of selection or not. So I really struggled that at what stage do I reveal this information. So initially I put it in my CV, and then I kept applying for jobs, and I kept wondering nobody is responding. So then I thought probably it's a good idea to remove it from there.
Okay.
So when I did, then I started hearing back from recruiters, and then my application went to the telephonic interview stage. So once I started talking to them, they told me how well my profile fits to the job description that they have. And then when I thought that things are moving ahead, I should rather let them know that I cannot see. So when I told them, I think lot of time it happened that I never got the call back for the face-to-face interview.
Okay.
Then I thought that okay, fine, let me just try going to the interview straight away. So that is one thing which really worked to my advantage. And when I went there, I mean, there were experiences when the panel was a little awkward, asking me questions like how do I use a computer, whether I'll be able to travel independently. So those were few instances where it became a little awkward, but I think at least that gave me an opportunity to talk about my skills, knowledge, and experience rather than just my disability. And it's not that all experiences have been unpleasant or not so good, but there have been really receptive interviewers whom I have met. So once I remember very fondly, one of the interviewers, he just asked me, and what all assistance would you require to do the work with us. So I was like, I just said that I think there are few things that I would really not be able to do on my own, which is like making my PowerPoint presentations really beautiful and colorful. And he very humbly said that even I need assistance with that. So I always feel that while working in a team, one really has to exchange skills, like we support each other. If I am better at Excel, I can help a colleague, and that colleague can help me do the things I am not able to.
That's true. That's a very interesting some of the experience that you've shared with us. Would you like to convey any message to the larger audience over there on Women's Day?
Well, just taking forward the sharing of experiences, I would say that every individual with or without disabilities has some skills, qualities, and strengths. Means they could be good orators, some people could write well, some are good organizers, or some are really creative. So I feel all men and women with disabilities should really focus on the strengths they have, and the society should support them to contribute effectively. I have learned with my experience that means identifying my strengths and working towards making it better has really helped me to do much better in my work and has helped in my personal life as well. So, and it makes me really confident. So
That's
what.
Thank you so much, Namrata, for joining us. And it was a pleasure talking to you. And to all the people who are watching this video, please do share your views on this and share it in the comments below. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Arya.